country with the third most Moodle sites in the world. The USA has the most, with nearly coming up to 9,000 different Moodle sites. And Spain is next. We're in the UK, Brazil. At number 10 on the top of the pops, Colombia just pushed Canada off, actually. So something's happening in Colombia. I've yet to do a map by population. If we did one by population, like Moodle sites per head, I actually think New Zealand would come up on top. Because it only has 3 million people or something, and something like 260 quite big sites, actually. So here I am in New Zealand. This is not where I usually live. I'm here at this Moodlemoot. But it is a real... Moodle is very mainstream here. Which is exciting. And I'll show this slide just because it's traditional. Many people don't know this, so there are a lot of new people there. This is how economics of Moodle works. Moodle.com, which is the main Moodle company, is funded by royalties from about 54 Moodle partners worldwide. And they do support and hosting and consulting and other services to institutions and companies, and they pay royalties to Moodle to let us produce the software, which is still, I estimate, someone asked me this question, what percentage of Moodle's development is done by Moodle HQ, and my gut feel is it's about 70%. I hope that will drop. But we'll talk about that in a minute. We also have a very active user community. It's about 50,000 active people on Moodle.org. There's about 1 million accounts, but 50,000 active people. And about 250 developers with some kind of access to Moodle's code, usually maintaining small pieces of it. And Moodle HQ has about 15 people at the moment. The community operates on Moodle.org. We have a bunch of different processes to basically allow those 50,000 active people to express their needs and wishes, turn it into some plan of action for the core developers to push Moodle forward. Now, this isn't perfect by any means. It's something that we're always improving, and I've got some really good plans for this after Moodle 2 is released. But our goal is to basically provide what the user community wants and satisfy them. So we have a very internal research focus. We just listen to our users and try and provide what they need. And we have a very, very open process. You can actually see every line of code changing, every issue discussed in the open on our Moodle tracker, on tracker.moodle.org, and the Moodle forums. If you look up moodle.org, you'll find all this information. And so we're very, very open and transparent, and that's how we like it. So from this, we've got priorities for Moodle 2, Moodle 2 has gone on a lot longer than any other release, so it's quite amazing to me that I'm still talking about this the same as I did last year for the UK move. But we are actually getting very close to the end now. Moodle 2 is a combination of some very major rewriting that's gone on, and that's a very hard decision to make as a developer because most of that rewriting will not be noticed by most of the users. It's primarily to make Moodle a better development environment for the future, to attract developers to want to work on it, and to make it more stable and secure, to improve handling of files and basic stuff like that. We have done so much rewriting or refactoring that's really the major cause for how long Moodle 2's taken. A lot of these changes down the left-hand side here have involved changing almost every single script in Moodle, and there are thousands of them. So again and again, we've swept over the code, changing how we talk to databases, changing how we deal with files, changing how we even output information to the web page. Lots of things. Some of the modules have been rewritten. The workshop has been rewritten. The wiki's been rewritten. Lesson has had a bit of a rewrite. There'll be a lot more of that particular sort of rewriting in Moodle 2.1 with the modules. But Moodle 2 also has a bunch of new features, and they're down the right-hand side, things like the repository integration, portfolio integration, conditional activities. Let me go to this next slide here and I'll highlight some of these, ones I'll probably mostly talk about today. Some of the ones I want to quickly mention here. Course completion means that courses can now be flagged as being complete, which is a new concept for us. Progress tracking is still, actually that one's a bit up in the air. I'm not sure if that's going to be ready in time. Feedback is, the feedback module is ready for 2.0. I'm not sure if it's going to be distributed with 2.0. It might remain as a third-party module, but it will work for 2.0. The issue there is that feedback has some design errors, some design flaws that we've discovered more recently, and to redesign it now is too much work to get 2.0 out in a reasonable period. In the 2.1, the plan is to combine feedback with questionnaire and the survey module and just produce one super survey module. But you can ask me about that if you want at the end. Blog has been improved, site-wide groups. We now support the site-wide groups, or the term inside Moodle for them will be cohorts. So you can group a bunch of people and enroll them in one hit into a course, and it can be updated on the fly. Secure RSS feeds, so that some of the RSS feeds can actually have a special code in the URL, and that means you can pipe information out of Moodle a lot more securely than you could before. We also have support in Moodle 2 for IMS Common Cartridge. We can import Common Cartridge format and turn it into a Moodle course. We don't have export yet, but that will be coming eventually. That's mostly useful. The import's the most useful thing, really. I assume there'll be editors for Common Cartridge. The main use for Common Cartridge really is being pushed by publishers who want to be able to publish courses, electronic courses, together with their textbooks or other things. Just like a super SCORM, if you like. Yeah, so let's go on and talk about these blue things.